Supreme Court heard arguments today over whether President Trump exceeded his authority when he fired Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. The president has attempted to oust Cook for alleged mortgage fraud. Cook, who sued over her removal, has denied wrongdoing. No other president, we should note, has attempted to fire a Fed governor in the history of the central bank. CBS News chief legal correspondent Jan Crawford joins me now. Jan, the gallery there was filled with interested observers. Ben Bernanke, former Fed chair, and current Fed chair Jerome Powell.
Yes, and Lisa Cook, too.
And Lisa Cook, too. Also an interested party, to be sure.
Very interested.
What did the questioning indicate, if anything, to you?
I mean, it was a terrific argument of 2 hours, and I think it was very clear that all the justices, liberal and conservative, very skeptical of the president's broad arguments. I didn't see any takers for
because the court considers the Federal Reserve something different.
Right, and the way the law is written, the way Congress created the Fed, the court has said in previous cases that it's unique. So the president, the way the law is written, can only fire a governor or chairman for cause. So, of course, now we see the president arguing this mortgage application issue gives him cause to fire Lisa Cook. She, of course, as you said, sued. And she said, I never even got a chance to defend myself. There was no formal notice. There was no hearing. There's no real judicial review, as Justice Elena Kagan said in court today. So it just means that the president can just say, I'm firing you for cause, and that's the end of it. So the justices were skeptical of that. Justice Brett Kavanaugh even took it a step further, as he often does. He's always kind of thinking about the long game. And, he makes the point that this is just going to politicize the Fed even more than Congress ever would have intended, because if they make it this easy for a president to say, I'm firing you for cause, then what's to stop a Democratic president from doing the same thing, doubling down, ginning up some for cause reason, and then firing all the Republican appointees to the Fed? Congress created the Fed to be independent, free from political interference. And that's the stakes in this case. And also, Jerome Powell, like you said, very interested observer, because it could affect Trump's efforts to oust him.
And Jan, it's been reported that others, either in the administration or close to people within the administration, have mortgage paperwork that is as curious as Lisa Cook's. I'm not saying it's criminal or even violative, but curious, and nothing happened to them. Did that come up at all?
Well, the way that came up was the justices on several occasions said, basically, this is a paperwork error. I mean, are we going to have somebody, we call that
are we going to jeopidize
gross negligence because you checked the wrong box? And she
over a paperwork issue.
Right, and she had an attachment to her application that clarified the wrong check. So she's arguing, this is outrageous, and I never even got to defend myself. So, I think that she is clearly going to win this case. Probably court may send it back for more fact-finding, but Trump's not going to get this sweeping ruling that he wants, which, again, I think that could, if he did get that big ruling allowing him to fire Lisa Cook, that could really set the ball in motion for his efforts to fire Jerome Powell. And we all know that's what he wants to do.
And the court appears resistant to that.
Absolutely.
In part because, and this court has often read carefully, congressional intent, and congressional intent here is very clear.
The language is very clear.
Jan Crawford,
statute.
Always a pleasure. Thank you so very much.